Hi there, Nicole Milani, Holistic Health Coach. I've decided to outsource my grocery shopping so that I can have more time to spend with my clients, my work, and mostly my family and friends. And I'm loving that extra time in my calendar. However, when I outsource and I buy fresh ingredients such as bananas, I can't buy just like 1 or 2 bananas. I gotta take what they give me, and so they always give me about 8 bananas. So what the heck do I do with leftover bananas? Well, here we go. I like to take my bananas, and I just cut them in half and I put them on a board like this. This is just some wax paper. Stick them in the freezer until they're partially frozen, and then throw them in a freezer bag or a freezer container, and then keep those for smoothies. But also, I came up with this great recipe earlier this week that I made for my son, and they're whole grain banana pancakes. They were so fluffy and so good for you and provided so much energy and very, very extremely filling. I thought I'd share it with you. So what I did is I took the last of the 2 bananas I had left in that bunch of 8. I mashed them up really good, just like that. And then I also got some whole grain flour. And now if you're celiac, then you want to use gluten-free flour products. There's so many on the market nowadays. You can find those in our Simply Real Foods market, and the link is down below if you want to click on that and shop in there. It's a lot less expensive than where you'll find anywhere else with those types of products. Also, I have some dry ingredients here. We've got some baking soda, a couple teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now I like to use kosher salt. If you want to use sea salt or whatever other salts that you like, go for it. However, you do need the salt. It is a scientific project here. So just a little shout out to my Jewish natives out there. Love you guys. Mwah. Anyway, so we're going to throw those dry ingredients into the bowl with the whole grain flour. You can use 100% whole wheat flour. Just make sure it's organic and it's got as much nutrients left in it after threshing that wheat, right? So just, stir those up really good. Then you get your wet ingredients. You make a little, little hole there in the middle of the dry ingredients. And then you can pour in some milk. It's about 1 3/4 cup of almond milk. You can use buttermilk, and whatever, plain milk, whatever you guys like. Throw that in there with a couple of partially scrambled eggs. And then I just drop in some melted coconut oil. It's 100% virgin melted coconut oil. That's about a couple tablespoons, with a tablespoon of my favorite Hawaiian honey. A shout out to my Hawaiian natives out there. Aloha. Some more wet ingredients. The bananas, of course. My eggs, my honey. Just throw that all in there together like that. Mix it all together. I like to use an ice cream scoop. This is pretty thick batter, and it's supposed to be like that. And with the leftover coconut oil that I melted, I just take a brush and I just slather that onto the griddle. Now you can find recipes like this, these whole grain, banana, yummy, healthy pancakes. They're so good, they're delicious. Honestly, I wouldn't even be sharing this recipe with you if my son didn't say, "Oh my gosh, Mom, these are the best pancakes you've ever made." My grandpa would be so proud of me. And you can find these recipes at the link down below, as well as the link to Simply Real Food Markets, where you can start outsourcing for your groceries. Yummy! You can use that lehua honey from the Big Island. Just heat a little bit of this up, pour it on top. Stuff is like frosting, I love it. Just take some pure grade A maple syrup and pour it over. Get the lid off of it, did you hear that? Pour it all over. What a high energy. This breakfast is not only filling and delicious, I guarantee you, try this recipe. You'll find the link below. You want to find whole grain ingredients, whole grain flour, or if you're celiac, you want to find gluten-free flour that you can use for this recipe. Go ahead and click on the link to Simply Real Foods Market down there. If you don't find it in our market, please let us know, because we are still stocking our shelves and we want to know what the consumer wants in our market. So make sure to let us know. But definitely try out this recipe and let me know how it is, because my son loves it and it's so delicious. I want you to try it too. Yummy!